Also trending today, people around the world, from activists to government officials, are calling on Uganda to repeal new legislation that would enforce a number of harsh penalties targeting members of the LGBTQ community. The new legislation, which was passed this week, includes life imprisonment for homosexuality, jail terms of up to 20 years for those promoting LGBTQ rights, and the death penalty for aggravated homosexuality, such as having sex while being HIV positive. Manisa Danabalan joins us live with more details. Manisa.
Kelly, homosexual acts were already illegal in the East African country, but this bill would make it a crime to even identify as gay. The anti-LGBTQ bill was passed with widespread support in Uganda's parliament. Members in Uganda's parliament were cheering and singing after passing what's being called the harshest piece of legislation against gay people in the world.
We are making this law for ourselves, we are making this law for our children, we are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
The new legislation would also require friends, family, and members of the community to report anyone who's having same-sex relationships to authorities, or else they could be fined.
The last time the legislation was around, there were cases of suicide. So this time, this law is worse than the one that was here before because it has the death penalty. Some LGBTQ persons are not scared of the law as much as they are scared of their families, their friends, the media outing them and finding out who they are.
Activists say the bill is vague and discriminatory, and if it's made into law, it could have severe repercussions. This includes inciting violence and turning people against each other.
Now, LGBTI groups will not be free to really go to seek for services such as healthcare. Health centers or health facilities will deny them that treatment or that service, whatever service they'll be needing, or these health facilities may also out them.
The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights adding that the bill confuses consensual and non-consensual relationships.
I urge President Museveni not to promulgate into law the shocking, devastating anti-homosexuality bill that was passed in Uganda's parliament yesterday.
The U.S. urging Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni to block the legislation or the country could face economic repercussions.
And that would be really unfortunate because so much of the economic assistance that we provide Uganda is health assistance, and largely through PEPFAR.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called the legislation appalling and abhorrent, urging Ugandan lawmakers to reconsider it. He also added that he's considering options to support the LGBTQ community in Uganda. The decision to make the bill law is now up to the country's president. According to reports, he's made a number of anti-gay comments recently and criticized Western countries for putting pressure on them over the issue. Many organizations are hoping it gets eradicated.
That's of course the goal, and so we're working with civil society organizations in Uganda, across Africa, and around the world. I think there's a big wave of energy and engagement to try and get this bill overthrown.
The president has 30 days to choose to use his veto on the bill and maintain good relations with Western donors and investors or sign it into law. Kelly?